They find this nuclear glass all over the earth that exists in that time period.
It is a fact that the Sahara Desert is one of the most mysterious places in the world. But the Eye of the Sahara seems to hold even darker secrets, which Joe Rogan finally brings to light. You will be shocked at the recent discoveries made under it, as long-hidden secrets about the legendary Atlantis get revealed.
Seems like something happened that reset civilization.
What is the connection between these places? Has Atlantis finally been discovered? Keep watching to find out. It might interest you that the word Sahara comes from the Arabic word Sahara, which means desert. The name speaks of the world's largest hot desert, covering an area of about 3.6 million square miles, and is located in North Africa. Indeed, the Sahara Desert stretches majestically across 11 countries, namely Algeria, Chad, Egypt, Libya, Mali, Mauritania, Morocco, Niger, Sudan, and Tunisia. The Sahara is not only a harsh environment with extreme temperatures and little rainfall, but is also home to the world's largest sand dune, Erg Chebi. About 25% of the world's sand dunes reside in the Sahara. Historic settlements, ancient civilizations, animals, and even people are buried under the desert's large sand dunes. But on top of that, in its massive landscape lies an extremely mysterious and phenomenal sight that has struck a chord in the hearts of everyone, especially scientists. Nothing like it exists anywhere else, and much information about its origin is still being figured out. We are talking about the Eye of the Sahara, as it is fondly called. Visible from space, it is also known as the richat structure, situated on the western side of the Sahara Desert in Mauritania, and is about 25 miles, 40 kilometers across. Since the discovery, it soon became a truckload of mystery with many scientists and experts talking. Recently, it has also caught Joe Rogan's attention. Knowing who this man is, you can imagine what comes next. For those who don't know, Joe Rogan is an American comedian, podcast host, and mixed martial arts or MMA color commentator, also popular as the host of The Joe Rogan Experience. The Joe Rogan Experience has been known for blockbusting revelations since the show began in 2009. Now, even the Eye of the Sahara has been brought on his platform, and you will never believe what has been discovered. It all boils down to Atlantis. But what about Atlantis? Ever heard of the legendary lost city of Atlantis? Well, that's exactly where we are heading. The city became popular through Plato. According to Plato, Atlantis was a utopian empire founded by half-gods and half-humans, with a highly advanced civilization and strong naval powers. It consisted of 5 alternating rings of 3 lands and 2 waters connected by canals in the middle. The island was filled with wildlife that was hard to come by. It consisted of 10 kingdoms and was said to be rich with gold and elephants, summing up into a description that seems out of the world with many beautiful things that were almost impossible for an empire when it existed. There was also a sad tale attached as Atlantis met with an abrupt end with the contribution of a comet and what was described as a tsunami. The tale has been largely considered a myth because no one knows where Atlantis was located. This is not to say that there were no speculations, but the speculations were mostly without evidence. But what if we told you that the site of the legendary Atlantis seems to have been discovered right under the Eye of the Sahara? How did it happen? Recently, Joe Rogan opened the floor to credible sources, revealing shocking evidence about the Sahara's eye that no one would have believed was true. These discoveries are also controversial, as they disrupt the foundation of scientific beliefs. To do this, he brings on the stage Jimmy Corsetti, who seems to have at the tip of his fingers shocking revelations, which will typically blow your mind. But who is this guy anyway? Jimmy Corsetti is an independent researcher for Bright Insights. His main research interest is exploring more ancient mysteries and lost civilizations. And you might want to deny it, but you know that Joe Rogan loves such people on his show. Now let's consider what Jimmy has to say about the Eye of the Sahara, shall we? On the show, Jimmy Corsetti declares absolute fascination with Atlantis. We could say that his fascination ended up yielding good results, as he declares that he has found strong and numerous evidence that shows that the location of the capital city of Atlantis is in no other spot than the eye of the Sahara. While this may sound shocking, Corsetti lacks evidence, but what are they? Let's consider them in detail, starting with the physical description of these places. First, Atlantis is said to be a city of multiple rings of land and water with a sea to the south. There are similarities between Atlantis and the Eye of the Sahara regarding its ring formation, which Corsetti says are the same. This leads us to the other argument that says the sea is located to the south, which is the major point of opposition by doubting scientists. However, Corsetti reminds us of one shocking fact about the Sahara Desert we seem to have forgotten. Scientists have recently confirmed that the Sahara has not always been a desert. Rather, there seems to be an alternating pattern of arid and green seasons every 20,000 years, instigated by the African monsoonal climate response to periodic variations in the Earth's orbit. This event is commonly known as the African humid period, and as a matter of fact, the alternation pattern at that time favored Atlantis's existence. This is because the Sahara Desert only became dry about 5,000 years ago, long after Atlantis was destroyed about 11,600 years ago. Shockingly, this date coincides with the cold spell period between roughly 12,900 and 11,600 years ago. This was a period of the peak of the wet Sahara, which means that while Atlantis existed, the Sahara had not been a desert at all. Instead, it was a lush region with many plants and animals, featuring abundant elephants, giraffes, hippos, and aurochs. The region was also dotted with large and mini lakes. Surprisingly, the Sahara was blessed with the largest network of rivers and freshwater lakes then. Lake Mega Chad had indeed led the world in terms of the biggest freshwater lake, as it was bigger than all of North America's lakes, which were about 94,000 square miles in area when summed up. This was nothing compared to Mega Lake Chad, which was about 139,000 square miles. Today, as evidence of the great water body's existence in this region, a river-carved underwater canyon can be found on the coast of Mauritania, known as the Taman Russet. Another peculiar piece of evidence that connects the Atlantic to the Eye of the Sahara in Mauritania is that its first king is said to bear the name Atlas, similar to that of the Mauritanian king. The mountain to the north, which follows the description of Atlantis, can be seen from the Google satellite view in the richat structure. Atlantis is also said to be rich in gold, which signifies a strong connection between the city and the Mauritania region, which is said to be rich in gold. The richest man who ever existed, Mansa Musa, is surprisingly of the Mali Empire, which is part of Mauritania. And talking about elephants which Atlantis was blessed with, there was no better place to find them than in Mauritania. The circular richat structure, about 30 miles, was also capable of accommodating the city that Plato described. Talking about the destruction of Atlantis, there is also some evidence to show that the richat structure harbors the lost city. Atlantis was said to have been destroyed about 11,600 years ago due to a nuclear explosion that may have occurred due to a comet landing in the region, thereby kickstarting floods, which was likely a tsunami. This led to the city sinking in 11,600 years ago. This aligns with the scientist Ignatius Donnelly's opinion that a comet struck Atlantis, causing a massive tsunami that wiped out the island and its inhabitants. As evidence of the explosion, a close examination of the region's soil displays pieces of nuclear glass, indicative of a nuclear explosion. Tsunami. There is also evidence of its occurrence in the Eye of the Sahara. According to Corsetti, if you look closely, you will find that all over the Sahara Desert, fluvial striation is a signature trait of water erosion on a massive scale. On the southern side of the eye, you can also see white blemishes, and according to Corsetti, this indicates salt, which showed that the region had been submerged in water at some point. However, conventional scientists do not approve of the tsunami. To them, the last time the ocean had blasted through the Sahara was about 66 million years ago. Corsetti argues against this, though, showing that the ocean has blasted through the Sahara Desert much more recently. As evidence, Corsetti referred us to the highest point in the Sahara Desert known as Emi Koussi, a volcano in Chad that is about 3,415 meters tall. Here, you will find something strange. Looking at Emikusi to the south, it is clear that water erosion cuts past the volcano's lava flow directly to the south. Interestingly, Emikusi is only 1.2 to 2.3 million years old, so the erosion that left that mark on the crater definitely happened much later than 56, which is 66 million years ago. In fact, the salt formation which cuts off lava flow from this volcano is dated to be 12,000 years ago. Again, the blemishes in the south happen to be the region's lowest elevation, and are considered flat enough for water from the sea to flow through. Like Missoula floodplains, there are also many water ripples around the eye, resembling the bottom of the ocean when water breaks on the sand. Clearly, a flood had indeed overshadowed the region about 12,000 years ago, and this questions all that conventional scientists stand for. This is not the first time something like this has happened, as this is just like the destruction caused by the discovery of the Göbekli Tepe. Well, no matter the effects of this discovery on the previous scientific orientation, Corsetti's arguments and evidence are worth noting, as finding out the truth should be paramount. Subscribe to Beyond Discovery and see you in the next episode.